Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you 3 Christmas DIYs, all 3 inspired by Kirkland's high-end Christmas decor. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's get to it. DIY number 1. I'm going to take this inspiration plaque. It's a candy cane Christmas welcome plaque. It's $30 on their website, and I just thought I can definitely make that for a lot less. So let me tell you about today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Arteza. I have partnered with them several times, and I just absolutely love the quality of their products. It's amazing. Today, I am going to be working with their premium foam boards. Normally, I will use Dollar Tree foam boards, which are fine to use, very economic. However, they are Dollar Tree, so they're not the most firm or high quality foam boards. If you are looking to create home decor or DIYs or even crafts that will last you and that would have a little bit more firmness and high quality, I really highly suggest these foam boards from Arteza. They come 12 in a packet, and they're premium, so they're really good. And actually each foam board only turns out to be about $3.30, so it's not bad at all. And again, it's just a little bit better quality than the ones at Dollar Tree. All right, so as you saw, I hand drew some candy canes, and then I used Arteza's, oh my gosh, X-Acto knives, and I cut it off and trimmed the edges, and then I used the first candy cane and outlined it to create a second one so that they're both the same size and as close as possible to the same shape as each other. And then I sanded down some of the edges to make sure they are as smooth as possible. I'm going to give them just a very light one coat of Rust-Oleum chalk paint and the linen white, just to give things just a little bit more of a brighter look.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
Now I am going to recreate the little plaque where it says welcome. I'm going to again use foam board, and then I'm going to cut the edges and make certain cuts to make it more like a wood plank.
The snow is falling down, and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else.
I want to give it a wooden look, so I'm going to use Waverly Antiquing Wax, and I'm just going to brush it on, and it certainly gives it that wooden look. I actually painted both sides, and I ended up using the back side of this one, but I used the same technique. I basically just brushed it on and then wiped it a little bit and kept brushing and wiping until I liked what I saw.
I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true.
All right, I'm going to use painter's tape to create the stripes on the candy canes. Nothing fancy. I am going to tilt them just a little bit to give it that candy cane look.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else.
And then I gave it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the Farmhouse Red.
Decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it
And then, of course, once the paint was dry, I then removed the tape. A little bit came off of one. I think it's this one. Yeah, right there. And I just touched it up at the end with a small brush. No big deal.
'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first.
All right, so now I am going to first write the word welcome, and then I'm going to trace it using Arteza's chalk paint, or not chalk paint, chalk markers. Also a great product. Oh my gosh, they send me these chalk markers and they are amazing. I love having them, and they are so smooth. I did have to give this one 2 coats just so that it is nice and bright, but look how smooth that glides.
For me and you, I've longed for this moment.
All right, guys, so let's get things put together. I am going to first attach crisscrossing the candy canes and hot gluing it in the center. And then I'm going to attach the welcome plaque, again by hot gluing it. And then I'm going to start adding some decorations. I'm going to add some evergreen picks and a buffalo check bow that I made here using Dollar Tree buffalo check ribbon. The picks that you're going to see me using, the greenery ones, those I got on Amazon, and they're wonderful. They're a good size. They're on the smaller size, but they're great for smaller decorations. And of course, you can reuse them. But I have them on my Amazon store now. I created a Amazon section of my store, which is linked down below, with holiday and Christmas decoration that I think, or that at least that I've used and that I liked. So it's down there if you'd like to check it out. Okay, so then I am going to attach the bow using hot glue. Then I'm going to attach a pine cone from the Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to attach some wire, some black wire from the Dollar Tree so that we can hang it and make it look as close as possible to the original.
It's white outside, and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air, that every child got their hearts filled up with joy.
All right, guys, so I am about done here with this one. Let me remind you what the original looked like. And then this is mine. I think it's super cute. I think the paint is a little darker on the original. However, I really love the way it turned out. And guys, I used foam board. Seriously.
Yes, it's Christmas all around. Oh, snow is falling down. All the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing.
All right, guys, so DIY number 2. I'm going to recreate this ho 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 Kirkland's plaque or sign for Christmas. It also has a Santa's belt. Super cute, but it's also $30. So I'm going to use the foam board again. And just to let you know, I'm using the same foam board as that I used on the other one. I'm just using the opposite side. So again, it goes a long way. And Arteza is giving you a 10% discount today. I have all the details in the description box. So go ahead and check it out. Check out their website. The discount is applicable on anything on their site. All right, so once I had my rectangle, I marked 2 spots on both ends. And now I'm just going to trace a line connecting each dot. This is basically, I'm not using anything to cut it. I'm just using the back of a paintbrush, small paintbrush, to dent it. And this is to kind of mimic planks on a wood. And now I'm going to give it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the Farmhouse Red.
Merry Christmas to you.
All right, so now I'm going to use another piece of that same piece of foam board, and I'm going to trace the word ho. So I am going to first make the H and then the O, and I'm going to cut it again using the X-Acto knife that Arteza sent me. And then I'm going to use the original ones, these two that I'm creating, and tracing to create another set.
Is a time to cheer. Let our loved ones, our family and friends have a Christmas with so much love and with joy and laughter. Let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas today. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, Merry Christmas to you.
These foam sticky pads I got at Walmart, and they come like a whole ton of them in a huge pack. They're different colors, but I'm going to use one of the black ones, and I'm going to cut. This is what I'm going to use to create Santa's belt. And then I'm going to measure and cut so that I can fit the width of the foam board. And then I'm just going to stick it on. And then I'm going to use Dollar Tree golden tape. They have these cute golden, silver, and red tapes, and I was lucky enough to get me one of each, and I'm going to use that to create the buckle on the belt.
All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you.
All right, so now it's time to attach the words or the letters. I'm going to tilt them just a little bit as the original had shown, and I'm going to attach them using hot glue.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa.
And to finish things off, I'm going to add a piece of black rope from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to tie them in knots in the ends and then hot glue them to the back of the sign, and we'll call it a day. And I think this one turned out so cute, and it's definitely my favorite from today.
He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho.
All right, guys, DIY number 3 and final DIY for today. I'm going to recreate this little Christmas tree here. It is wooden on Kirkland's website. And it is also right around, well, this one's $25. So, I mean, come on, did you see it? It just screams foam board. So I am going to hand draw again. Oh my gosh, me and my hand drawing. I'm not an artist by all means, so I was super nervous doing this. And just a little tree is trying to mimic the shape and the size that I saw on the inspiration one. And now I am going to, again, cut it using the X-Acto knife. Then I'm going to use this one and trace it to create another one.
We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house.
And then I am going to cut the second one directly straight down the middle. Now I'm going to hand draw a star. This will be for the top. And I'm going to paint it green using Arteza's fabric paint. I am now going to trace the edges just like the original one has using a permanent marker. The original tree had little red bells. I do not have bells, or at least not many. Maybe I have a couple from other decorations, but not enough to hang on each branch. So I'm going to take these little pom-poms that I got at the Dollar Tree, and they have several sizes, but I'm going to take the smaller ones, all the red ones, and then I'm going to hot glue one to each branch. That way it'll mimic the little red bells that the original tree has. And now I am going to hot glue each half of the second tree to each side, and that way we'll have the 4 sides that the original has. And to finalize things, I'm going to hot glue the star to the top. And this is it. You're going to have to tell me which one of these is my favorite, or your favorite. My favorite is the Ho 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 pack. Tell me which one's your favorite. And also tell me, did I nail it or did I fail it? I always like to hear what you think. So there's what mine look like. I think it turned out super cute. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want to thank Arteza for sponsoring this video and sending me these amazing products. If you're visiting for the first time, I would love for you to consider subscribing and becoming part of our YouTube family. And if you're returning, as always, thank you so much for coming back. And guys, have a blessed day. I'm going to have a playlist here in the end with tons of Christmas inspiration, so take a look at it. Bye.